let's do this. I've been a business owner for over 5 years now. That means I have at least 4 Black Fridays under my belt, and 2025 makes it the 5th. I have done everything under the sun when it comes to sales, when it comes to free discounts, all of that fun stuff. And we have even gone through the whole we'll just wing it phase and just toss out a discount code. But then suddenly it becomes 2 a.m. FedEx hasn't shown up yet. There are packages getting lost. I ran out of film. But this year we decided that we were going to do something completely different. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Mick. I am the owner and the head of production here at AMStransfers.com. We are a screen print and DTF print shop here in Houston, Texas, who offers 24-hour pickup, same-day shipping for all of our transfers, all of our orders, even same-day delivery for all of our Houston area t-shirt makers. So we have your back this holiday season. But let's get back to the video. So we sat down and we planned out our 2025 Black Friday strategy. And I think, guys, it is the biggest drop yet. Side note, if you are interested in being involved in the whole Black Friday extravaganza that AMS will be offering, just go to right here, this website right here, and get signed up, and you guys will be the first to know. But let's get into it. In this video, we are going to be going over a couple different things. First being planning your Black Friday to make sure that you are not losing any profit. Number 2, we are going to be going over the way to plan your production, your supplies, and making sure that it doesn't wreak havoc on your shop. Number 3 is going to go over any last minute ideas that you might have that you want to throw in there. Number 4, trying to hype it up without sounding too desperate. Number 5, discuss what you will be discounting and what you won't, and stick to it. There is no diverting from the plan. And lastly, we're going to talk about locking in policies before the chaos ensues. Like I told you guys, we have been planning a little Black Friday extravaganza. And when I say extravaganza, it is going to be the Black Friday of Black Fridays. We're talking a multi-day event. But section 1, let's talk about how we planned our Black Fridays to make sure that we are all set to go. The first thing we are going to think about is not just like what sounds fun, what other people are doing. We're going to think about what is the goal that we want to accomplish with this Black Friday sale. Is it getting more customers in the door? Is it clearing out old inventory? Is it trying to gain traction on social media or whatever? You need to figure out what exactly you want that week or weekend to do for your business. I think a lot of companies, and they just offer a big discount off. Here's 50% off here. And they post like once or twice on Instagram, and that's like all you hear about it. And then at the end of the day, you either get swamped with sales because you had a viral post and you're not prepared, or you're sitting there going, why didn't my Black Friday strategy work? And like I told you, here at AMS, we are treating Black Friday like a little festival and not just one big explosion on one certain day. So this could look like having a certain day for certain clients in your business. If you are in a print shop and you are looking to aim at like schools, you could have a Friday where it's like, we're doing all sports for whatever. Or if you're looking at niches for like small businesses, you can have small business days. All of these are just ways to really try to target certain things and get people hyped up. So like I said, you can do a very big public day where you go very loud, you're active, you're going live. And like I said, you do not have to do all 5 days. We are doing Thursday. And like I said, you do not have to do all the days or go crazy, but maybe just pick 1 or 2 days if you want to do just Black Friday and then Cyber Monday. Even just like 2 themed days is going to be, 1, it's going to make people want to be involved, and 2, it's just going to add a little bit of spunk to it, a little fire. But let's look back and ask ourselves first. Like we said, we are planning stages. So start with the first question: what sold last year? If you had a Black Friday sale last year, what sold? Do you want to resell that? Are you trying to push something else? Also think which products were easy money as compared to like headache orders. And was there a moment where you were like, I feel like I charged a little too little for this? If you are like us in the planning stages and you are wanting to do a huge multi-day festival, whatever, blowout, you want to take a certain phrase for each day, and that is the goal of that day. Once you know the job and you know the audience that you're going for or what you're trying to do, you can start actually thinking of the discounts. You can do the typical percent off a certain category. So percent off of sweatshirts, 50% off of t-shirts, 20% off of DTF transfers. You can do spend X, get Y. So spend $100, get $50 credit, whatever. You can do free shipping over a certain amount. You can do limited quantity doorbusters. We all remember those from the 2000s of people like running in the stores and tackling to make sure that they got some type of doorbuster. Or you could even just do like bundles of your best sellers. Do the quick math, even if you hate it or you're not a numbers person, these are going to be things that you need to know. And for each of these, whatever you decide, if you're doing a certain category or a certain product, you do need to think about getting down to like the actual price you're going to be charging. And it's not just going to be, oh, well, I make this it takes me 2 hours, I could do that easy, or this is such an easy one. You want to think, actually like peel back the curtain, see like what it actually is costing you money. So for example, supplies, for example, your time, that is a very big one. I think sometimes people underestimate the time that it takes. So really figure out what your labor cost is for you, any overhead you want to account for, anything like rent, if you have a warehouse or if you have printers or whatever it is like that, you just need to make sure that you are taking everything into consideration. You don't want to be going too crazy. And also just lastly, think of the minimum margin that you want to make. Do I want to make $1 on this? Do I want to make $2? Whatever. You want to think of the actual margin you want to make. Then test your idea. If your normal margin is 40% and you're giving 35% off of everything, congratulations, you just volunteered to work for free. That might make sense if you're doing it for like one intentional loss. Like I said, you're trying to get rid of old inventory, but it's not going to work for your whole store. Think to yourself, if 100 people bought this, is it going to make me sick, or am I going to be excited? Am I going to be pumped? If it's sick, you got to change. You got to do something to get those margins up, or something that's going to actually make it worth your while. Number 2 is we are talking about what we're doing here at AMS to make sure that we are not going to be wreaking havoc on our shop, and some stuff that you guys should be doing as well. The big deals are great. Everything 50% off of everything, free whatever, until it tears your shop apart. And then you're stuck thinking to yourself the day of, can I actually handle this? So we're going to be stocking up like a good business does. We actually placed an order for our supplies a little while ago. I'm hoping that we get it in time, but we are already kind of categorizing what is going to be certain areas that I personally, as production manager, am going to look into. I need to think to myself, if we run out of this, we are dead items, if that makes sense, like film. You can't print gang sheets or anything like that without film. So that is that if we run out of this, we are dead item. There is the, if we run out of this is a workaround. So kind of like a backup plan. That could be, if you are a DTF shop, maybe partnering with a local DTF shop to see if something goes wrong, that they'll be able to also help you take on your undertaking of orders. Just having those backup plans, if it runs out, there's a workaround. And then also just nice to have extras. This could be even just getting an extra roll, even just like ordering extra labels, shipping labels, even though you have enough. You never know. It's better to be prepared than underprepared. Workarounds and nice to have are also things that you can get pretty locally. Really, there's everything that we can get locally around here if we need to, but with the DTF game, you really don't want to be switching films and inks or anything like that. So things like bags, poly mailers, stuff that we can get, like I said, on Amazon or whatever, Walmart, that stuff is the nice to have, but you really need to focus on the, if we run out of this, we are dead. And I think to yourself, if I hit my dream orders, what is that going to look like? And what do I need to be prepared for? You have extra at the end of it, oh well, it's not stuff that you're not going to use. And some people could be like, that's just hoarding. No, it's not hoarding. I'm just not running out of film at 11 p.m. If I have to stay here all night and print, I don't want to have to be running out of film at midnight and everything's closed and I can't get to anything. That's just not going to be me. But I also want to be preparing before Black Friday is kind of like give the printers a little spa day. So I want to be cleaning out all of the ink cartridges, making sure that there's no clumped up ink in the line, making sure that the capping stations are all cleaned of like gunked up ink, cleaning all the wipers, doing deep nozzle checks and cleans. Again, this will be closer because we still have like the time I'm filming this, almost 2 weeks before Black Friday. So we still have a little while to get there, and I don't want to be doing that when these printers are going to be running for the next 2 weeks. So probably the Tuesday, Wednesday before we'll be taking it down. And then if you need to be a little dramatic and think to yourself, if this printer goes down, what is my backup plan? If this goes down, what am I going to do? If you need to be dramatic, this is the time. Also in the same category of preparing, I think a lot of people have an issue with this and who are saying that you are going to ship it next day, same day, whatever. You have to stick to that. You have to understand that these customers are coming to you because you don't want to be lying to them. So it can even just be a banner on your website that says orders placed on Black Friday will be shipped by this date, whatever. You just want to kind of give them a estimate on when they're going to be getting it, especially because like everyone knows that week is usually pretty crazy. People are either traveling or whatever. You don't want to leave them guessing. All right, section 3, we are moving into if you have not planned enough right now and you are looking for some last minute ideas. Guys, I get it. The year flew by. I don't even know how we're already in November. So you might be thinking to yourself, oh, man, I have not even started thinking about Black Friday. And that's okay. You don't want to be, again, throwing out to the wind just some random discounts. So I'm going to help you kind of come up with some last minute ideas depending on what your business is or what you can offer. You do want to follow, of course, the templates that I said earlier about making sure that your profits are not taking too much of a hit, but again, there are some last minute options. So here are 3 plug and play structures that you can run for this. Number 1, your best sellers. Figure out what your best sellers were for the year or the month or whatever you want to do. So if that is a specific t-shirt or that is a specific gang sheet or that is a specific cup, whatever it is, pick that best seller and just discount that. Don't go discounting your whole store. This is because you know that people already like this, they already are wanting it, and it kind of gives them a little treat. You might have some people that have been sitting in their carts for a while and they're waiting for Black Friday for it to go on sale. So check with your best sellers, see what you can offer there. A quick and easy one also is you can just do, like I said, buy X, get Y, but you don't even have to give them discounts and money. You can say spend $150 and get a free mystery cup, get a free mystery t-shirt, get a free mystery gang sheet, something like that. That will boost the morale of your store, and it'll also make people excited. They'll want to purchase. They might have just like $100 in their cart, but now they're going to go spend $50 more because you told them if they spent $50 more, they would get this. And then as simple as just like a tiered discount list. So you can give 10% off $100, 20% off $200, and so on. This is going to protect your margin while still rewarding your bigger buyers. Next, we're moving into section 4, and this is how we are planning on getting our customers hyped for Black Friday. If you want to be part of the AMS family and get hyped with us, just go right there. And what you should be doing to help your customers. The goal is to not scream sale just every time you log on to any social media platform, especially because we have 2 weeks left. So I'm sure no one wants to hear you just talk about a sale for 2 weeks. The hype isn't going to be there anymore. The goal is to make sure that your best customers know that something is coming and when they know what day it is. So for Black Friday, you do not need a 20 email sequence. You just kind of need a couple really good ones, maybe a save the date, a how it will work, a we are live, and then a last chance. No begging, nothing, just makes them hyped. You want them to know that you are excited about your product, your discount, your Black Friday sale, so they should be excited as well. And if you're only going to choose 2 emails, I would say the save the date and we are live are the most important. Also, maybe just some like teasing on social media if you're stocking things or if you're making your t-shirts and you don't want them to see what they are or what's going on sale. You can just do like some little teasing videos. It just gets the hype going. I'm not kidding when I tell you guys that this is the biggest drop that we have ever done in the 5 years of our business. The biggest Black Friday, the biggest sales, the biggest drop. I think our Google Doc is literally titled the biggest drop of 2025. Another thing about emails also is timing. You need to make sure that you're specifying what time and like what time zone you're in. You don't want someone in California to be thinking that they have until whatever time when you're talking New York time and it's actually New York time, and then they're thinking they have like 5-6 hours left and then they miss the cutoff. So make sure that you're actually telling them what time it's going to be at in your time zone. You can also go as far as to say what you're going to be shipping. If you ship strictly with one carrier like USPS, UPS, or FedEx or something like that, and you want to go the extra step, you can tell them that. Our customers, they're able to select which one they want, so they usually just know based right off of that. And then also, this one might be a hard one for people because you never want to say no, but these are things you have to say no on, and that is if someone asks you, can I buy on Tuesday after Cyber Monday when I have this sale, or I don't have money until then. I get it, guys. If it's 1 or 2 customers and you're there, like they are a customer that has been with you for so long, you might be able to make it work, but you gotta stick to those deadlines. You gotta stick to exactly what your policies are, like we said at the beginning. And section 5 is the not very fun section. This is what we will not be discounting on Black Friday. And like I just said, we are going to be talking about every business owner's favorite topic: saying no. Every year, Black Friday shows up and the internet tries to convince you to discount absolutely everything. including your actual soul. And if you want to still like your business and enjoy doing it in January, you need to make a list of things that are just off the table. Stuff that usually is on like a no discount list is like rush fees, shipping, specialty products that are really pricey for you to produce already, or if you have like a minimum and you're doing very small orders with barely any margin, you are allowed to say that's not on sale. When you look at products, do you think you need to think of them as loss leaders or protected items? Loss leaders are something that business owners are willing to be more aggressive on because they might bring in the right customer. And protected items are like the quiet bill payers. It's the high margins that could be certain specialty things like I just said. Think about it this way, if you are constantly putting your protected items on sale, you are literally training your customers to only shop with you if you are in pain and suffering. Hard pass. List your top 10 products, label each one as a loss leader or a protected item, or you can even say, I have no idea. Anything that has the no idea tag might just need a little bit extra time on thinking. If that means you need to go produce one and you need to see how much it costs you, how long it takes you, just add in that little step to see really if this is going to be a protected item or a loss leader. It sounds crazy and it sounds like extra steps, but every little thing is just a extra dollar or losing $1 in the door, and that stuff can add up. Section 6 is going to just be policies that you need to update before you hit Black Friday. So before this, again, this is not the glamorous side of it, but these are just things that you need to really lock in. So before any big event like this, I want 3 policy buckets that are locked in place. Number 1 is shipping cutoffs and shipping time. So people will ask, if I order this, will it be here by this? Basically saying, if I order this, will it be here by the time that my event is? Will it be here by Christmas? All of it. To protect yourself, because we all know how shipping carriers can be, decide the last day you want for delivery windows to be. Tell people straight up what you control about your shop and your business and what you don't. So for example, you don't control the mail carrier, and maybe even suggesting to them to place an order and then paying a rush fee, upgrading their own shipping at checkout, whatever that might be. Because we all know as a business owner, there are those customers that are like, I need this by next week. And you're like, okay, well, I just had the biggest sale in my whole business. I can't promise that. So example wording would be, orders placed on Black Friday will be shipped by this date. Carrier delays are outside of our control. If you need your order by a specific date, order early and consider a faster shipping time. Next bucket we like to have in place is lost packages and insurance rules. And this is where a lot of shops get burned, unfortunately. So for you need to figure out what your carrier liability is going to be. Do you want to offer extra insurance to your customers? And if so, what is going to be your default carrier liability? What your default response is going to be if a package is lost. Guys, it's the holiday season. This happens. It's literally already been happening to us since, I would say, like mid-October. Just packages getting delayed or getting lost or whatever. Thank God, knock on wood, we've only had a couple packages get lost, but it does happen. So you need to be prepared because it's a headache to deal with. The important thing is to be consistent when deciding. So figuring out those policies and what their outcomes will be. If there's a certain amount that you are willing to refund to a customer, if you are willing to offer a store credit up to a certain amount, if you are offering to reship the item at no cost or shipping cost, whatever you choose, the important thing is to be consistent. Write it down and don't reinvent it every argument that comes up with the customer. Because one, you'll just get frustrated, they'll get frustrated, it's not gonna end pretty. And like I said, the 3rd policy bucket that we like to have in place is the refund, reprint, and credit during promos. So promos usually have a very stricter rule when it comes to like returns. I mean, if you go and you buy something half off at a big grocery store or whatever, there's usually something that says they will not take the return back or its final sale. And that is fine as long as you are clear and stuck in that. So decide, are your Black Friday deals going to be final purchase, final sale? How are you going to handle if there is actually a defective issue that is sent out? How are you going to handle actual defects that happen on your side? And what is the time that you're going to be allowing people to report these issues? So you might say something along the lines like, due to the volume during our Black Friday event, all promo items are final sale. If there is a production defect on our end, please email us between this time and this many days after delivery, and please include photos, videos, and we will be happy to take care of you. You can put this on like a Black Friday page if you are doing it on your website, or you can put this on an email for your order confirmation. Little pro tip, if a customer sees the same rule 2 to 3 times, then they're going to get the point. So that is just 6 sections that you need to be focusing on this Black Friday season. We are again, guys, 2 weeks out, less than 2 weeks out. And we all know that the week of Thanksgiving is usually busier because we're trying to prepare for Black Friday, but at the same time trying to like spend time with our own families. So hopefully you are able to get prepared, or this gives you a little bit of a breakdown as what to prep for. So just to sum it all up, we are going to plan the wholesale. If you haven't started this, hopefully you guys have, but if you haven't, there is still time. Get your production life together. If you are a DTF print shop or you are a t-shirt shop, just make sure you have stock and everything ready to go, because other shops are also going to be getting prepared. If you're behind and you're like, I didn't pick yet a sale yet, I haven't done anything, just go over back to section 3 and kind of see what works best for you. If you want to do something but you don't want to go crazy or whatever, just pick something simple and you can still participate. 4, start hyping it, guys. Again, don't be annoying. People don't like that, but start hyping it. Decide what you will never discount, stick by it, and lock in your shipping, your lost package, all those policies so that you are fully prepared. On our side, like I told you guys, we are layering this into a multi-day event. So make sure you check us out because it's going to be something you don't want to miss. So we are very busy over here at AMS Transfers, but we are prepared for it and we are ready to not let this be a dumpster fire. So we're going to go full festival mode that whole weekend. It's going to be a whole AMS Transfers party, basically. If you guys want to participate in that, like I said, I've said it a couple times, you can go to this link right here. It's ams.fm/deals. Get involved, guys. It's going to be so fun. You are not going to want to miss it. The deals are insane. Biggest drop ever. And if you are just a business owner yourself, then good luck. Black Friday. We all know it's about to be crazy. It's going to be the craziest time of the season. And we are trying to juggle life as business owners, but also life as just like human beings. So I'm rooting for you all. We are here at AMS Transfers if you ever need any help. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next video.